I take turns with other senior students giving Sunday meditation. So, as you know, we're passing around a book of names where we put the names of people we'd like to dedicate this practice to. It could be for people who are in need of prayers, people who have recently passed away. And everything we do in Tibetan Buddhism, we do not only for ourselves, but for others. So that's one of the reasons for having a book of names and always considering others that are in need, and just expanding our sense of selves to include others. If you're at a distance, you can put the names in the chat and we'll collect those names later. So what we're here for today is to meditate, to just relax, to forget everything, but just be in the present moment. Be with your mind, be with your body. We're going to practice for about, I would say, around 20 minutes. After that, we'll have a short talk, and I'm reading a chapter. We're reading a chapter every Sunday from the book Comfortable with Uncertainty by Pema Chodron. And then we'll have a short talk, and then we'll go back to our practice for a few minutes. And at the end, we'll read the Book of Names, as I already mentioned. We'll do a dedication and awe practice, and then we can just stay and socialize a bit. So whenever we start, we start with our aspiration prayers. If you have, we put it on the screen. And we do the 4 aspirations, and like I always say, we always do it thinking of others. So let us start. May all beings always have happiness and its causes. May all beings always be free of pain and its causes. May all beings always be pain-free and live happily. May no beings ever cling to those near nor spurn those far. For as long as space abides, as long as the world remains, just so long may I be there, resolving all beings' pain. So I'd like to introduce the practice we're going to do today. And it's really, you can say it consists of 2 practices. First, just observing our breath, but also we're going to do a chant. And we're going to chant a sacred syllable in Tibetan, which is the syllable hung. And hung is the syllable of, actually it represents awakened mind. But it also is a syllable that they say connects us with whoever we consider our teacher, our guru. So we kind of think of uniting our mind to our guru's mind through this syllable. And this is the chanting of the hung was given to us by one of our guiding teachers, which was Atsum Pelo Rinpoche, which is a teacher, a Tibetan Lama that is in Tibet. And he has given us many guidance, many practices. And he used to come to Houston. Maybe in the future he will return to the United States and be able to travel. But right now, because of the political climate in Tibet, it's very difficult. So why and what is the purpose of this practice? We really want to aspire, as we said before, to benefit ourselves and others, and to let go of whatever is holding us back, to be at ease, to be in the present moment, to experience openness in expansion. And so in order to do this, we also want to develop our attention. We want to develop our ease. And we do this by first settling the body. We have what we call the 3 pillars. We first feel the contact of our seat with our cushion. If you're in the chair, you feel the contact of your seat with the chair. And you feel that this contact comes from the very center of the earth. You feel that the earth itself is giving us all the support we need to be at ease. So just for a moment, feel that. And another way, another pillar that we have that helps us to relax is our skeletal structure. Our skeletal structure is giving us all the support we need so we can relax all the muscles in our body. And we especially want to keep or notice that we have our spine erect, straight, but in a comfortable position. We just follow this natural curve of the spine, the S curve. And we know that we have that support there, keeping us relaxed. And within us, we have another pillar, which we call the central channel. The central channel goes from a chakra center that is 3 inches below your navel, or 3 finger width below your navel, 3 finger width deep within you. And we call, or in Tibet, we call this the Do. It's a central channel that is pushing energy within our body. And this energy, we want to feel a flow of energy go from the central channel up through our spine and up to the very top of your head. So we do this, when we do this, we kind of push down a little bit on your chin so that the energy will flow freely up from your spine up to the top of your head. And we just want to know that it's there. Now, as we practice, we like to keep our eyes slightly open. And one of the reasons we do this is so that when we develop our attention, we can think of being attentive all day long, even with your eyes open as you go on and do your daily routines. You keep that attention. So if it's not too bothersome, just open your eyes slightly, look like 3 feet in front of you without actually gazing on anything, but just a gentle gaze. If you find this too distracting, it's okay to close your eyes as we meditate. What we're going to, whenever we meditate, we have to have our attention on something. So in Tibetan Buddhism, we usually use our breath. We meditate observing our breath. Because our breath is always with us, our breath is always changing. We inhale, we exhale. So just observe as the breath goes in through the nostrils. You can kind of visualize it going down to the central, the dough, that energy center below in your belly area. Just kind of visualize as you inhale, it goes down to the and through the dough. And then when you exhale, it goes up. Goes up, and you can even visualize the energy from the dough going up to the top of your head. So we're going to just put our attention on our breath, and you're going to notice that it's only natural that the mind will start to wander. The mind will just come up with thoughts. And the important thing is to just let the thoughts go, let go of the thoughts, and go back to the breath. So whenever you feel that you've become lost in thought, just tell yourself, thinking, let it go back to the breath. You do this as many times as necessary. And this will help develop your attention. So we're going to do this for a while, and then within a few minutes I'll explain the hung practice. Let us begin. Now we are going to do the home practice. The home practice, each one of us will just chant home at their own pace for a few minutes. And as you chant home, just feel the vibrations go through your body. Just be there with that sound. Now our attention is on the sound. So we'll be chanting home until I ring the bell. Just take time to notice, how does your body feel? How does your mind feel? Now go back to the breath. Observe the breath. Inhale, exhale. Let us chant home one more time, each person at their own pace. Feel the vibrations through your body, the vibrations in the room. How does your mind feel? How does your body feel? Now go back to the breath. Observe the breath. If you become lost in thought, just say, thinking, thinking. Let go of the thought very gently. Go back to the breath. Okay. The practice we just did is a practice you can do on your own, and it's really good if you can do it a daily practice, because you'll notice that with time, your attention is going to improve. You'll be able to easily be in the present moment. You can let go of thoughts easily or more easily. And if you're new to meditation, it's good to do it in short or intervals, like say 2 minutes. You can start off with 2-minute sessions, three, and then take a break, and then go back and take a break. And then slowly build it up and do it as long as you like. So I'm going to read a chapter, and we're on chapter 105, almost finished. Okay, so this chapter is called "The Path is the Goal," and it talks a little bit about the spiritual path. It says, "What does it take to use the life we already have in order to make us wiser rather than more stuck? What is the source of wisdom at the personal, individual level?" The answer to these questions seem to have to do with being everything that we encounter, bringing everything that we encounter to the path. Everything naturally has a ground, a path, and fruition. This is like saying that everything has a beginning, middle, and end. But it is also said that the path itself is both the ground and the fruition. The path is the goal. This path has one very distinct characteristic. It is not prefabricated. It doesn't already exist. The path that we're talking about is the moment-by-moment evolution of our experience, the moment-by-moment evolution of the world of phenomena, the moment-by-moment evolution of our paths and emotions. The path is uncharted. It comes into existence moment by moment, at the same time, and at the same time drops away behind us. When we realize that the path is the goal, there's a sense of workability. Everything that occurs in our confused mind, we can regard as the path. Everything is workable. So you've noticed that it mentions the ground, the path, and the fruition. And in Tibetan Buddhism, this is mentioned a lot. The ground is like the reality itself that is around us, and the path is what our spiritual evolution through a path, and then it comes to a fruition. So here we're saying, well, the path contains all of that at the same time. Every moment of the day, we are in the reality. We are in the path, and we can benefit from a fruition in that moment if we know and we are aware that we are in the path. So what is being in the path? To me, it's being aware. It's being aware. It's being aware of the moment. It's being aware of what is around you. And just being in the present moment is a path. When we're in the present moment, we're not clinging to or thinking of our what is bothering us from the past or what can be bothering us in the future. We're just there. And so that is, to me, that's the path. it could be different for all of you if you would like to discuss a little bit what the path is for you or what you would like it to be. What is a spiritual path? Would anyone like to discuss or have any questions? Adam, one moment. Bring.
The path that you're talking about, what would you say that leads to?
Well, those of us that follow the Buddhist tradition, especially if we're, the Nyingma, which is what our lineage is, we believe in Buddhahood. So if you do follow a path, and it is a very devoted path, it could lead you to enlightenment and Buddhahood. And in Dzogchen, the Dzogchen teachings say you can reach Buddhahood in one lifetime, which sounds very difficult, but it is achievable. They say if you don't achieve it in this lifetime, it could take maybe 3 lifetimes to achieve. But that is, to me, what the path is.
So, so in the reading, it was saying that like the path, the moments in the path, like is the end as well. Like the means and the
Yeah.
ends are kind of indistinguishable. So would you say that like if the path is going to that end, but they're kind of one and the same, does that end exist in the path as well? Like are the ends and the means like really separate?
It sounds like it has to be separate, but I think what she's saying is that if you are in the present moment and if you realize that you're on this path, it helps to awaken you in some way. There's an awakening that occurs in some way by just being in the present moment, letting your thoughts subside and just being. And that, it doesn't mean you're going to reach Buddhahood in an instant, but it does bring a fruition in the sense that little by little it starts building up and you start to feel a change in your life. So I think that's, to me. Anyone else would like to say anything? It's at a distance now. Okay. Okay, well, I suppose we can continue. Usually at this time, I always like to ask about the upcoming events. I know that next Sunday is a first Sunday for us, and every first Sunday of the month, we have teachings, and I believe that next Sunday, Ann and Harvey, who are our leading lamas here in Houston, they will be here at 10, right, for the meditation. They will lead the meditation at 10. And then after that, we have what's called teaching. We used to call it Teaching Tuesdays because it was on Tuesdays, but now we changed it to Sunday, so we have a Sunday teaching. And they will be here for that. And if you haven't met them, it's a wonderful opportunity to meet them. Anne she is known as Lama Rixendroma. She is a professor at Rice University of Religious Studies. She is a Tibetan scholar. She has written quite a few books on Buddhism and very well known in the American Buddhist community. And Harvey is her husband. He is Lama Namgyal Dorje. And he is a psychotherapist in private practice, and he always infuses the psychological aspects in his teachings. So it's really very, they're a very good team. You can say they're a very good team together. And we also have, I believe, Nathaniel, he's not here today, but Nathaniel is the successor. Eventually, he will be the Lama in charge of Don Mountain when Ann and Harvey can no longer be here. And he will probably be also joining in and giving some teachings. Nathaniel lives in California at this time, but he comes here a lot, and so it's a wonderful opportunity for anyone that comes here on Sunday to be able to have the opportunity to meet them. And usually after the teaching, we have a free lunch. So you can stay for our free lunch and just socialize and be together for a while. Is there any other event okay, because usually Sundays are a little slow. I mean, summers are a little slow. A lot of times our lamas will go to New Mexico, where they have a retreat center, and they just stay there for a while during the summer. But we will eventually in September start having retreats, and if you're interested in knowing a little bit about what retreats, it will probably be a weekend retreat that we will be having. I would like to let you know a little bit about it, because it's really a good retreat for people that are just new to Buddhism and want to find out, what it's all about. It's called Seeing to Being, and it's like the introductory retreat for that series of teachings. So it would be a good opportunity if you're new and you want to experience what a retreat is like. It's just a weekend here. It starts on a Friday evening, and then we're here most of the day, Saturday and Sunday. But it'll usually end around 5:30 or 6 in the evening, and then you come back the next day. So, and then usually on Sunday, we'll end around 3 o'clock. So anyway, it's a good experience to have. Okay, so I just want to mention that we are here because of we're here because of the generosity of those that come here. And if you'd like to leave a donation, please feel free to. We have, I think, a box at the table. Oh, right here. Okay, you can leave something there, or you can just go to our website and leave a donation. And also think about becoming a member of Dhamma, because that's a wonderful way to help us become, just like Harvey says, keep the lights on here. And also by becoming a member, in some of our events, you'll receive a discount, and you also receive other kind of discounts that we have on merchandise and things like that. So, okay, so now we're going to do our closing meditation, which is basically just the same as the meditation before, but a little bit shorter. So let's go back to observing our 3 pillars. So observe the cushion, your seat on the cushion. Be at ease, knowing that you're receiving the support of the very earth itself. From the very center of the earth, you receive this support. You're able to relax, be at ease. Feel your skeletal structure that is holding you and letting you relax all the muscles in your body. And just slightly open your mouth a little just to relax all the muscles here and your neck. Keep your chin just down a little, because we also are receiving the support of our central channel. The central channel that starts here in the belly area, the dough, and energy flows up to the very top of your head. You can be at ease, relax. And now notice your breath. Notice the inhale, the exhale. Let's observe the breath for a few minutes. And just let go of any thought that appears. Now let us chant hum for a few minutes. Go back to the breath. The book. Okay. So we'll wait a minute to get all the names. And like I was saying before, we always dedicate whatever we do, we always dedicate it for the benefit of others. So this week, we dedicate our practice to Alberto, Gina, Ben, Camila, Jose, Pepe, Christian, Monica, Carlos, Benjamin, Maria, Beatriz, I think it's Beatriz, I'm not sure, Shelley, Larry, Gaza, Thomas, Melissa McIntyre, Emily Brooks, Kelly, Alex, Faith, Ashley, Jaime, Carolina, Hannah, Sarah, Catherine, Oliver, Anne Sullivan, Joita, Biene, my mother, and all precious lamas. Okay, so we're going to do our closing prayers, which is reciting the dedication on the group practice prayers. Yeah, okay. Let's do that. May by this good, may I swiftly once become a great guru, lead all beings, everyone, to reach to that very ground. And the blessing, I light this candle. With all of you in mind, we light this lamp of clarity. May the glow of love, wisdom shine within us, everyone, till we all rise forth born in one enlightened mandala. Okay. So now we're going to do a closing ah practice. And ah is another Tibetan syllable, sacred syllable. Ah it represents reality itself. It's expansive, it's open, it's, in Dzogchen, it is the expanse, the vast expanse. So when we chant Ah, we're going to visualize chanting all the good qualities that we've accumulated today. We're going to chant it and spread it throughout the world, throughout the universe, through all living beings everywhere. This will go out in our chant. So let us do one Ah together. Ah. So I'd like to thank all of you for coming today. I hope you benefited from this and also that you returned next time. Thank you. And you can stay here a while if you like and just talk, get to know each other. And thank you all that are on Zoom. I appreciate your presence. Thank you.